All right, my peoples, let's jump right in. Today's short message. This is an introduction to a deeper, more intense class. As one of the things that I've noticed since the entire change of the space program that breaks down the five pillars of controlling your spiritual, psychological, authentic, Christ conscious energy is now translating that into a business using AI. So they were introducing just a short introduction to this 10-step process that allows you to create your own online presence, regardless of, and in fact, it benefits you actually if you don't have tech skills versus having technology skills. Because sometimes if you come to the platform again, thinking that you already have this, then you end up kind of getting in your own way. So the first thing right off the bat is over understanding what is no tech, low tech. Well, as you may or may not be aware of, I talk about and I list the top 10 that I mentioned earlier today as we was going through breaking down how sometimes your gift becomes your curse and how sometimes you can be, if you too good at something, it actually kind of hinders. It actually gets in the way. So when we're talking about over understanding how to create your own agentic AI business, agentic just simply means the AI can operate on itself without human intervention. You give it the prompt, you give it the what you want. What is the number? So number one of the 10 steps is starting with the objective. So that's what you start with. We put that in the form of a prompt. And so the whole purpose of the seminar, the program, is to actually go this. I have the done for you system as well, while I'm able to do that for you. But today's message and the key of understanding the 10 step or the 10 keys that requires no technical skills is so that way you can take your idea once you go through the space program and you now get to a place where you are 100% spiritually and psychologically authentic. You know exactly why you are here. You know what you are here to do. You know how you are designed and gifted to serve. You know how you learn. You know your motivated abilities pattern. Excuse me. You know that there's a specific, pattern that allows you to express, expose, and expand your own self or your own selves. Once you get to this level of awareness, then there is a desire because there's an overwhelming emotional urge. Without that emotional saturation, then you will not reach and you cannot achieve your destination. Once again, without that emotional saturation, you will not reach and you will not achieve your destination. So the thing that is missing is not, the tech, it's not the website, it's not, all of the stuff that people talk about. The thing that is missing is there is no identity. There is no spiritual, psychological, authentic, conscious energy. There isn't an individual. There is still someone who is trying to prove or trying to be something that they're not created, they're not designed, they're not gifted by God to be, to do, and to have. And so the first thing is going through the space program, establishing your true spiritual, your true psychological, your true authentic, your true conscious ether or energy. Then once that is established, now you're able to move on to today's message, which is this ability for you now to oscillate and to vibrate according to your own God-given destiny and your own diakonia. That just simply means that everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a reason for being, if you will. We're all here to serve. At the end of the day, we're all here to serve. And now you want to serve. And one of the best ways to serve is to automate or to build a online business that oscillates and vibrates without your assistance. Obviously, you're there, but if something happens to you, the system is able to operate without you. That's the purpose. And there are so many no code and low code systems that, again, it is something that a third grader can do. So we'll start with let's use Replit as our example for today. And again, Replit, I'm not promoting any one. I actually use Emergent, Base 44. There's Lovable. So there's a lot of different platforms. But we start off, as I mentioned at the beginning, with the outcome. Then the second key, once you establish the outcome, okay, now you can choose the platform. But the first key of these 10 keys is over and understanding, okay, where is or what is the best platform that works for me? Because a platform that may work for me may not work for you. Because the platform is the most important key to actually, other than, purpose and destiny and destiny and all that good stuff, but the platform, choosing and selecting the platform that resonates with your personality. Because some people like graphics, some people like, ease of use. Some people like something that has, or some requires some technical skills and coding. Some people like me, I don't want no code. I'm not interested in learning coding. So I want the program that's going to allow me to be able to come and just state in plain English, build me an online store that sells, let's say, for example, all of the nutritions and minerals for, let's use the word organic or healthy bodybuilding or increasing testosterone or muscle building. And so if I'm going to AI and I want to build a business that sells products and services and how-to guides to assist, people, then I want to also make sure that I'm focusing on specific demographics. Am I talking about 21 and under? Am I talking about 21 to 30? Am I talking like 30 to 50? Am I talking like my generation, like 50 and over, 60 and older? So that's the prompt. And so once you establish and you really, really delve into finding the platform, and again, I have a lot of recommendations. I have my top 10, which I would recommend. Again, that's all a part of the program. And again, this is a private one-on-one program, or we can do it in a group session. So the group session, again, the cost is $499, where I sit down with you one-on-one for 1 hour, and we go through all of the steps to get you online, answer all of your questions that you may have, assist you, giving you, again, the ebook that comes with it, so that way you have the step-by-step program to understand how to go through these 10 steps, these 10 keys that I've used. I've developed a lot of systems, and the one that I'm currently using right now, and you can check mine out. Again, it's at MT33 Author to Architect. That is a completely automated, AI-generated, no-code, low-code platform using Emergent. I started off on Base 44, then I switched over to Lovable, then I switched over to, I switched over to a bunch of different platforms before I settled on Emergent, because Emergent, for me, it gave me a lot of options when it comes to making changes. It didn't use as many tokens, so you don't use money, you use tokens, but you got to use money to buy the tokens. So all of this is the things that you have to learn. If you haven't been playing around with these platforms, then I highly recommend that you start playing around using the free version of the platform. They give you like 50 tokens, like $20, and when you go through those pretty quickly, and then you make this choice, or you make the decision if you want to continue. If you would like to continue using that particular platform, if not, after you burn up the free tokens, then I will switch over to another platform and go through their free tokens and see if that is the platform that's best for you. Remember, before you do any of this stuff, hopefully you've already went to my website, not only just to see the platform and see how it works, but also to go through the 6-month identity transformation protocol, where we're able to take, your ways of learning. We're able to take your data, which is your destiny, your dictionary, your numbers, your letters, and we're able to plug that into AI. And then based upon that, AI will give me the 6-month recommended protocol to, again, get you to a space where you are 100% dopamine activated. So somebody that is 100% dopamine activated, someone you're in a state where your destination and your role is your addiction. That means that you are addicted to the destination. So you're putting so you get all of your, your mojo, you get all of your juju juice, if you will, from your purpose instead of penis or punani. So purpose trumps penis and punani. So before any of this is ever done, you have to do that first. Now, once that is established, there are no shortcuts. There's no, and I've been doing this for a long time, and there's no shortcuts to kingdom building. There's no shortcut when it comes to removing those negative habit patterns that is interrupting you and stopping you from oscillating and vibrating and really, 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 really honestly connecting with your true authentic self. And so most things are, people are not able to honestly connect with the true authentic self. And the reason that they're not able to connect with the true authentic self is because they're too busy beaming. They're too busy being someone else. So you can't be and you can't connect with your true authentic self whenever you are being someone else. And so that gets into over and understanding why, when we get to this place of deciding the outcome, right out the sentence, my agent will do A, B, C, and D. And then this will drive and this tells the AI exactly what to do. You get to talk to it in plain English. Then you get to choose the platform that you want to use that's going to allow you to be able to then implement the program, the course, the solution, because what you're here to do is you're here to not be transactional, but to be transformational. We're here to transform, and we do that by connecting with other frequencies, waves, and vibrations, other people, and then we do what? We assist them with being the best, or to being the highest version of themselves. Because if you really, 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 truly over and understand at this level of awareness, at this level of the game, the only thing that matters now is for you being transactional or transformational instead of transactional. So most people are, and again, nobody wakes up in the morning and say that they want to be transactional. It just happens. And so you want to identify the fact that, you know what, I'm going to get out of focusing just on a transaction. And I want to assist myself, my clients, and everybody with transformation. Then once you get to that level of awareness, bam, now you're ready. Step 1, outcome. Step 2, platform. Step 3, content. Step 4, agent building. Step 5, once you get into agent building, step 5, then you want to basically approve again the basic logic. And I break that down. Step 6, you want to connect your integration. That means that you want to create a step-by-step integration where you're able to send out tests, email. You want to kind of test, again, the delivery process, the structure. You want to create and run different scenarios to make sure that the program works. Then we continue. We go through until we get to step 10, where you literally publish what it is that you have created. It's online and it's up and running. And again, we go through all the 10 steps in the detailed step-by-step program as we go through setting this all up for you. And then once again, I still have the done-for-you system that's available where all of this that we are discussing today, and again, this is a high-level overview. The whole purpose of today is just to let you know that, hey, I have a program available that will assist you with building a completely automated online business using no-code AI platforms. Now that you know that that's available, the cost of this 1 hour program is $499. You do everything yourself. I also have available, again, where you just tell me what you want, and then I select the platform, and I go through these 10 steps, and I structure your service so that way you can, number one, help people create the outcome that they want. So it's not about, again, transactions, it's about transformations. This is outcome-based architecture where you are not only assisting yourself, but you are assisting everyone else and taking advantage of this great tool that we have that's been presented to us today. What is that tool? The tool that has been presented to us is artificial intelligence and agentic AI. And this tool is just becoming and getting easier and easier to use. So in conclusion, it's extremely important that you understand that today we're just introducing you to the fact that if you need assistance with coming online and taking your ideal and making it and putting it online so that way whatever your service, whatever product, whatever information, whatever, transformation that you are offering, because you're taking whatever you have, whatever mess, whatever, message, you take your mess and you turn it into your message. And then once you figure out how to get across the street, now you're able to assist someone else who is experiencing that same issue, where you are able to help them across the street because you did it yourself. So you're taking your mess and you turn it into your message. So remember, brothers and sisters, it's extremely important, whether you do this with me or whether you do this with someone else or whether you go online and you figure this out for yourself. Show up in the marketplace. You got marketplace influence. The universe needs you. How can you serve? In whatever area that is, use AI to assist you with serving. Love you, and as you can do about it, we're going to see you at the top. Check out my website, MT33Author to Architect, because everything I'm telling you is what I've just done for myself. Love you. God bless.